guys, Joyce, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Joyce and I post videos every single week. Today we're going to be talking about goals, and not just any type of goals. We're talking about yearly goals for 2021. If you guys haven't seen a video that I posted earlier, I reacted to my 2020 vision board that I made in the beginning of 2020, and this year I decided to do the exact same, except I wanted to actually make it with you guys this time. If you guys are interested to see what I put on my vision board for 2021 and what my goals are for this year, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below, and let's get started. Last year what I did was I just printed out a bunch of pictures that inspired me and I just pinned them onto a cork board. What I found with this method is that the pictures were kind of fraying. They weren't really holding up for the entire year. So this year I decided to go with something different, and I kind of saw this on TikTok. Of course, I nowadays get all my information from TikTok. So the initial approach was kind of similar to what I did last year, just a tiny bit different because I wanted to put a little bit more thought to it. And I kind of just sat down for an hour just to brainstorm all the things that I wanted to achieve. It didn't have to be for this year, but throughout my life. And this process was really helpful for me because it kind of just allowed me to dump everything that was on my mind and in my thoughts, and it didn't allow me to overthink anything at all. And so as I got to a groove of everything, I kind of started narrowing down what I really want to focus on for this year. I know that with everyone, they have a lot of goals that they want to achieve in their lifetime, but this exercise allows you to kind of just narrow down what is most realistic in that time frame. So as I narrowed down all the goals that I wanted to focus on for this year, I went over to Pinterest to kind of start visualizing what I wanted to put on my board for this year. I created a separate Pinterest board, and I just started adding all these pictures that just inspired me, motivated me, everything that kind of just stimulated my drive to keep pushing. And this is actually a really great activity to do with your friends and family members. I did this with my boyfriend Ben, and he also had a lot of fun doing this as well because this was also his first time making a vision board. So if you're looking for date night ideas and you want to inspire each other, definitely give this a try yourself. Once I accumulated all the photos that I felt content with putting on my board, I just downloaded all the images and I transferred them onto a Word document so that I can print them out at my local Staples. And once I got those photos in my hands, I just put on some music, put on a candle, sat down and started cutting all the photos out. And here's the fun part. The fun part is actually assembling all those photos onto your poster board. So I know that there's multiple ways of actually assembling the photos and kind of displaying it. There's digital ways and there's physical ways. I chose the physical route because I like actually waking up and seeing the physical board every single morning. It just doesn't resonate with me if I kind of like make it on Canva and then I kind of tuck it in somewhere on my laptop that I'm never gonna see. So with the route that I chose, I took all the photos that I printed out, I decided to paste them onto a poster board, and I glazed it over with Mod Podge. Mod Podge is basically like a glue and also a sealing protectant, so I use it as both. And it kind of just like makes everything glossy and stuck together so that you don't have any edges flying around. And don't worry, when you're putting the Mod Podge all over the photos and you're spreading with your paintbrush, the ink will not spread and ruin your photos. I definitely put 2 or 3 layers of Mod Podge to make the poster board really sturdy, but you can obviously put as many layers as you please. And this is how she turned out. I'm super happy with how this vision board actually looks. I suppose I accidentally went with a pink theme, but are you guys surprised? Probably not. As you can see, there's kind of a gloss to it, but I'm rubbing it right now and none of the photos are flying off. It's very, very secure, and I'm gonna have this on my wall eventually. If you guys haven't noticed, my entire wall is pretty bare because I'm kind of in the process of redecorating and redesigning my YouTube filming setup. So now I'm going to be explaining all the goals that I have for this year that I put on this vision board. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like if I am explaining it to you guys, then you guys will also hold me accountable to these goals so that I don't lose track of, you know, my progress. And I'm also doing this for manifestation purposes, so let's just jump into it. So starting with the quote on the left hand corner, it says, "Women who invest in themselves go further." And this can mean a lot of things, whether it's financial or educational, and for me it's probably both. I feel like with a lot of grad students, the 2 or 3 years that they spend after they graduate is probably the most important time of their lives, because it's kind of like the perfect time to invest in yourself and lay that foundation for success in the future. So this year I'm really focused on taking some courses, getting some certifications just to enrich my background and make my experience a little bit more fruitful this year, since we can't really go out that much. So now is the perfect time to do so. So on my board right here, you see this is YouTube, and then down below, thank you, 5,000 subscribers. So that is my personal goal for this channel this year. We definitely hit our first milestone, which is 1,000 subscribers at the end of 2020, but I want to step it up a notch. I want to grow our family, and I want to reach 5,000 subscribers at the end of this year. I am really confident that we can do this. We have been growing so much since the moment I started, and I've been consistently posting, and so just let me know what you guys want to see. I almost want to say that if we reach 5,000, then there's definitely going to be a bigger giveaway in the future. The next goal I have is to become a better editor. I feel like with my YouTube videos, I've been learning so much, and from my first YouTube video till now, you can see that I've progressed so much with my editing capabilities, but I definitely still have room for improvement. I'm always willing to learn, so I want to make my videos more fun, exciting, colorful, cute, so that you guys can be more engaged, but editing is definitely on that list. So I don't know if you guys believe in horoscopes or the Chinese zodiac or anything like that, but for some reason, because Chinese New Year is coming up, I decided to look up predictions for my zodiac sign, and it said that with my zodiac sign that this year I will be super focused on health and wellness this year, which isn't a bad thing, and it's not wrong, because that's literally my next goal, which is to make more healthy decisions and exercise more and literally be more comfortable with my body. I work out pretty frequently. I walk outside probably every single day, but I definitely think I can step it up a notch and just be a little bit more rigorous with my activities so that I can actually see results. Another goal that I have is to definitely start traveling again, hopefully towards the end of the year when things get better. But I definitely want to get on a plane eventually, and I definitely want to do more road trips if I can. So something that's kind of like on my bucket list for this year is to kind of go on a road trip, sit by a really nice area, whether it's the beach or somewhere warm, and open up the trunk, pop down the back seats, put like a blanket, a bunch of pillows, and kind of just like lay and chill there, eat lunch or something, because I think that would be so romantic and cute. Right smack in the middle is a photo of all these girls that are kind of just chilling by the pool, reading a magazine, and that represents the fact that I really want a girls trip this year so bad. I feel like all my girlfriends have been saying that they want to plan a trip together, but it's never happened because we literally live all across the country. Now that we all have jobs and we can take PTO and have a little bit more free time, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can have a girls trip sometime soon. If you guys watched my 2020 video, you saw that one of the goals that I wasn't able to achieve was to live in an apartment this year because, you know, quarantine, COVID, all that stuff. So it is back on the board. I didn't want to say that I want to move into an apartment. My goal was to kind of just live in a new city for a while, whether it's just 2 weeks, a month. I just want to change up the scenery and temporarily move somewhere so that I can say that I've lived in an apartment for this year. The last two goals that I have is to, one, learn how to make a TikTok video, and two, learn how to make clothes. I don't know if it's because like I'm considered like an old person, but I seriously cannot for the life of me learn how to make a TikTok. I don't know how people make transitions. I don't know how they literally film on their phone. I don't know if they edit like on the side with a different app or they're doing it on Final Cut Pro. I'm hopeless when it comes to TikTok. If you guys know any tips on just how to make a basic TikTok video, can you please put it in the comments down below and explain to me. And the last goal, which is to make clothes, Ben and I have decided that we wanted to start learning how to use fabrics because I feel like that'd be kind of fun if we just like bought a sewing machine and we bought like a printer or something like that and we just started designing and making our own apparel. Not to sell or anything, but maybe down the line if we get better at it, maybe we can open something up. And because I have so much old clothes that I want to repurpose and revamp. If you guys know Nava Rose, she's on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. She is so freaking cool. She literally takes all her old clothes and like cuts it up, redesigns it, sews it up, and makes them into such amazing pieces. She is super talented, but that's kind of like the idea that we're going for, just repurposing clothes so that we're not just spending so much money on just buying new ones. And there are much more goals, but that's pretty much all the ones that I want to share. Guys, for this year, we're going to hold each other accountable, you and me. We are going to manifest all of our goals. We're going to bring it to life. We're going to bring positive energy to this world, and we are just going to thrive. I have a good feeling that this year is going to be great for all of us. I mean, honestly, like compared to last year, like how can it not? So if you guys like this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell so you guys don't miss any of the videos that I post for the rest of this year. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.